Well, one of the headline acts at this year's Breeders' Cup World Championships is the Godolphin-trained Rebels Romance, who's looking to become the first three-time winner of America's richest turf race. He's ridden by William Buick, who has just flown in from Europe. William, welcome. How does it feel to be back at Del Mar?
Amazing, yeah, amazing. Of course, the Breeders' Cup is a real highlight of the year for us and for everybody else. So great to be back here in Del Mar, and you know, I've settled in well, and I saw the horses this morning, and they certainly look like they have too.
You've had a lot of success at this track. 3 winners when the Breeders' Cup was back here in 2021, another winner last year. What do you love about riding here, and how different is it from riding at other tracks around the world?
Well, it's very different to any tracks that we have in the UK, for example, or Europe, really, because it's you know, small, tight oval track, and you know, 2-turn miles. You know, we wouldn't have that necessarily in Europe. So it is a lot of differences. But our horses, they do seem to adapt pretty well. Of course, you know, if you get a good gate here, you know, we all know at a place like Del Mar, that's a big help. So you know, if you can use it, of course that is. Look, it is different to what our horses are used to. But you see the horses that I've got this week, you know, Rebels Romance included, they have experience running here. Yeah. Not just at Del Mar, but other American tracks, and I believe that's a big advantage.
Let's talk Rebels Romance. As I mentioned, looking to become the first 3-time winner of the turf. You've drawn the 1.
Yeah.
How different does that make things for you this year, drawing that inside post?
Yeah, well, he was slightly wider last year, wasn't he? Which we were a bit worried about that last year. He was a little bit wide. Look, you'd have 1 over 14 any day. So. And his run style is, you know, he likes to go forward, he likes to use himself, but he doesn't have to lead or anything like that. He's adaptable, so we'll have a look at the race and assess. You know, hopefully either way he's going to get a ground-saving trip from the 1 hole.
Being associated with this horse, what's it been like over the years?
Amazing horse, yeah, amazing. I mean, he's taken me, you know, around the world, and you know, a lot of credit to Charlie and his team. You know, every time he turns up, he always runs his best. He's still got all the enthusiasm. He looks fantastic, and yeah, look, for me, he's a horse of a lifetime.
Nice. How many countries have you won on board Rebels Romance? It's got to be getting up to 10 now, hasn't it?
Well, I think it wouldn't be far off. So we've been to Dubai, Qatar,
yeah,
Germany, yeah, United States, England,
yeah, Hong Kong.
Am I missing 1 or 2?
Is there a France in there?
No.
Saudi?
No. He's been to Saudi, but we didn't win.
Mm-hmm.
He went to the Saudi Derby as a 3-year-old. Yeah. But yeah, he's virtually the countries I mentioned. You know, it's very rare you get a racehorse that has won grade 1s in that many countries.
Yeah. What makes him so great to travel with?
He's just the ultimate professional. You know, I think he's a class horse. He's a very good horse, but he is just so professional. He goes about his business, you know, loves his job. He's very enthusiastic still, and I think he's, you know, Charlie and his team, they do such a great job with him. They know him inside out. You know, a lot of credit goes to them. So, yeah. Really, that's it. You know, he's just a consummate professional.
Well, good luck aboard him. A quick word on a couple of the other runners on Saturday. Cinderella's Dream, who's very unlucky to Moira when running second last year. Was it a tough choice between her and Diamond Rain?
Yeah, I think you know, Diamond Rain goes there with a good chance. She was only narrowly beaten by She Feels Pretty in the EP Taylor last time. You know, after missing the break and coming from off the pace. But Cinderella's Dream, look, she's had a good season in England. She won the Falmouth Group 1 in the summer, and she got no luck in the Fillies and Mares last year. That was just the way it was, you know. Unfortunately, you know, when you ride for luck, you need to get it. I didn't get it, and she was a fast finish in second. She probably should have won. So. look, I'll be hoping that I can correct that from last year.
Yeah, hopefully he can go one better this year. What about notable speech in the mile, who was third last year? Are there some reasons why you think he can go better this year?
Yes, I think he's. I think he probably wasn't quite as seasoned and experienced as last year, as he is now. I think the experience last year will stand him in good stead this year. Obviously, he's coming off the back of a win in the Woodbine Mile, which this year was a 2-turn mile on the inside track of Woodbine. So he has that experience under his belt coming here. And look, he's got a good gait in too, which is very important. So now, hopefully we can use it and make a good fist of it.
And what about on Friday aboard Military Code?
Again, he's a progressive horse. His form reads a little bit patchy, but I think he's a real fast ground horse, and I think the turning 5.5 furlongs is going to be right up his street. Again, he's got a good gait in too as well. So if he can just be on the coattails of them for the first half, you're going to see him finishing well.
Nice. Well, you got your 2021 jacket on there, William.
Yes.
Space Blues.
Yep.
You also rode.
I need an update.
You rode your beer in Modern Games that year, and then Rebels Romance here last year. Yeah. We hopefully add a few names to that jacket this year as well. Yeah. So all the very best this weekend. Hope you ride a few winners.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.